that Fiend is really looking to make happen this year, and what better time than the World Championship? Here we go, Fiend against Kyna. Kyna with the Bode Bar, game number 1 on Demon Island, going up against the Hattori from Fiend as they're fighting sword versus sword.
I love Kyna's sword. He is just so swift with those combos.
Yeah, Kyna also really mixes in some attacks that a lot of other sword players just haven't gotten used to doing. And he'll do it unarmed too. D-Light ground pound coming out from there after doing the same thing with the sword. Several side airs coming through as well. And Fiend, that was so close to being.
He just barely stopped sweating at the perfect frame to dodge through that down line, because that would have been the end of his stock, but he still gets to hold on to it here. Right now, armed up with his hammer.
Bounced off the stage, saved for now, but one more stomps there, and Kyna's got it. I don't even think he needs to do anything else.
Even a neutral light will do it.
Yeah,
dude, I love the drip on Kyna. He's doing the new hammer from the core anniversary skin with Bode Bar.
And mixing it with Ritzy Bode Bar,
Yeah,
he's got, and that was something that Photo looked at too. He's like, wow, that loadout, that's just good.
Ooh, side sync comes through.
Good, yeah.
Takes out the stock, okay.
Fiend doing well on that, and now with the sword in hand, is trying to fight against Kyna. How does Kyna do it? Making unarmed look so fierce.
Kinda seems like he's excited to have a chance to show off his unarmed prowess. You know, like when there's not a weapon around, he's like, no problem, I'm still going in.
Oh, I think Fiend meant to pick that back up, but you know what, maybe not after hitting all those unarmed recoveries. Nair doesn't drift into Kyna's stomp, but that dash jump sider into weapon throw will force Fiend to go low. Wow, Kyna really went out there with that down line, and Fiend, look, you saw Fiend literally like he moved forward like 3 times, one at a time, getting in the right position to try to get the D-Light punish. He didn't hit it, but he's looking for it on those landings. Oh, under the weapon throw too.
What the? He's so tenacious with these side airs. Let's go.
What is this, 2017? Unarmed Sarah's been nerfed 3 times since then. Oh, okay, there. Fiend takes him down. And as great as the unarmed connections are, there's a reason why you don't tend to stay unarmed in Brawlhalla. You just don't knock out that fast with that, same weapon, but lack thereof. And Fiend with the spear tosses that down. I'm surprised he's still active. There's the deal that recovers even if the stock's 1-1.
Okay, so far, a very close game 1. Who is going to come away with it and decide some momentum for this set?
Fiend picks up the spear. Sidelights once, nares the second time. We're still waiting for that D-Light count to go up.
Now we got to see another double down light before this tournament's over.
Yeah, well, if we're going to see it's going to be from Fiend. Oh no, that was a rather delayed down light, punished once, but sidelight puts him off the stage. Oh, that grab was so good, but kind of no. Oh, is it going to be reversed? Okay, both players make it back. They're just preoccupied with getting back to the stage. Kyna doesn't want to do anything too risky because look at how much damage he has. Fiend with the down air, side sync, just barely outspaced D-Light Nair, but Pogo weapon throw.
Fiendish flurry from Fiend coming out and doing so much damage, but yet to claim the stock from Kyna.
Oh, neutralized him. Yeah, what?
Oh, bounces off the stage, thank goodness. That would have been a devastating position for Fiend to have to recover from, but now it's an even game, heated battle, both in red, and that's gonna do it, yes! Game 1 goes to Fiend.
Talk about begging it all on a neutral sig. What? Like, I watched him, Fiend's like still dancing back and forth before he decides what move to hit him with at the very end there. Kyna was doing such a great job bringing it back with there, we see in that replay. He goes to the neutral sig, guess what, Fiend didn't dash jump into it. So he hits him with the side stick on the way back down and kind of damaged enough for Fiend to take game 1.
Man, they used almost the exact same number of light attacks, 79 to 78, and kind of just barely edging out in percentage, but somehow Fiend coming away with the game?
It's because of those signatures. 4 more signatures and the accuracy was still just as high.
You're right.
That was the difference. You know, when it comes to a game that close, both last stock red, that's literally all that matters. Fiend can get his knockout moves in, right? And Kyna could not. And while Kyna did get a really nice down,
look at this weapon star from Kyna though.
Oh, yeah.
Fiend is trying to fight his way to this first sword drop, finally gets it, picks it up, but not before taking a huge amount of damage from Kyna. Kyna continues to chase down unarmed, and it's going on still, already in red. Fiend is about to be plucked from the earth if he doesn't find some way to turn this around.
I love the panic Fiend downlights. So sometimes he just is like somewhere on the stage, I'm like, why are you downlighting there? But he doesn't get punished for it.
Oh,
side air,
what?
he has to jump back in the stage. It's so hard recovering on Demon Island. Because like when Fiend's trying to get back to the stage, he's like, well, if I get on the stage, he downlights me, and if I jump in the air, he sares me. So hopefully he won't do the option that I choose, but unfortunately for him, oh, gravity cancel that comes out. You really want to even up that stock fast.
Man, Kyna has one of the flashiest swords I've seen in a while. I don't know what is going on, but he really lit up Fiend that first stock, and he's still laying on the damage.
A lot of gravity cancel sidelights from the distance, too. I like what I'm seeing from him. Fiend, that's like...
Big trouble.
Oh, he
yeah,
really...
get that out of here. Oh, no. Still in trouble. Fiend makes it back. Okay, has to recover high. Tries to go low, gets slapped down.
Oh, yeah, but luckily for Fiend, he got bounced against the stage. But, I mean, when you have a damage lead and a whole stock lead,
oh, man.
Fiend really trying to go off stage with that after that. Sidelight hits, side air, misses, scoop, gets him, and it doesn't even matter that he's slightly underneath the stage. That's enough force to take him off the top. Kyna is 3 stocks to 1 in orange, Steven.
I know. That's, when you got the weapon throw hit, that's just mental damage you can't recover from.
It's over from there on out. Weapon throw connects.
It might be. That might have decided it. Okay, Fiend has one last stock to make something happen in game 2, but Kyna has been ruled. Oh, see, I love he voided that side signature. Fiend used that to get 2 of the KOs in the last game, and again, it's like useless now. Kyna knows the range. He's backstepping away from it. He knows the time Fiend wants to pull it out, and
he's even optimizing his
never mind, just kidding.
Punishes. Yeah, the sides it hits, but a D-Light ground pound unarmed is the most damage you're going to be taking from an unarmed player when they're hitting that D-Light. And Kyna, all right, this is kind of how you lost last game. Let's stop with the unarmed stuff. Just pick up the hammer, because when the stairs come out, I'm like, uh-oh.
He's got a comfortable position here to get a little silly, get a little flashy, do something for the stream, make a clip.
Oh, how comfortable though. Okay, pretty darn comfortable. That's
pretty comfortable. When you can just come screaming in with the haymaker to finish it.
Oof. Okay. Off of the sideline too, kicked and punched off the right side of the stage. Kyna doubling the damage of his opponent in game number 2 in the lower semifinals, brings it to a tie match.
Fiend could have had his hands off the keyboard for the first stock of that last game. I mean, that was all just a highlight reel for Kyna.
Yeah, Kyna's been doing fantastic on that one. And in this position, I feel like that's going to far more encourage Fiend to really mix up the map pool than he is the legend pick based off the performance last game. We're going from Demon Island onto Apocalypse, so Fiend's going to have a little bit more combo creativity to play with that platform on the top side of the stage. A lot more potential for spear downlights to connect, just because Kyna might just hang out up there. We have no idea what's going to happen, so let's find out. As Fiend's got the spear going up against Kyna's sword, which has been performing so darn well today. Sidelight not going to quite catch him as Kyna was hanging out in the air. D-Light side has 2 sidelights in a row now. That's been punished for Fiend, and Kyna goes all the way back, trying to catch the landing. There's a nair. Pogo hits. Fiend's been doing that weapon throw after the down air, hoping that the bounce off the stage hits, and Kyna's been letting the weapon hit him and then punish Fiend anyway. That's been happening several times.
That's an interesting counter. Just let it happen. Okay, and Kyna takes the first stock yet again. Game 3 is looking good for Kyna. Oh boy. All the Fiend fans out there, you have to be giving him his energy right now.
Yeah, certainly. It's Kyna. Oh man, Kyna's on the sword. Oh, wait,
dude,
okay.
He went for it.
That was that's rough that he missed that, because if he got that, that could have just been a game for sure. Pogos are coming out from Fiend as well. Oh, Kyna really risked. I wonder if he had enough drift to touch the wall.
I was thinking the same thing.
If he didn't down air.
If he just focused on holding right and hitting the wall, could he do it? But
the alternative being, if he hits him, well, he gets a chase dodge.
Yeah.
But now Fiend's really capitalizing off of that. Kyna had a huge lead, and now he's been D-Light sided off the left side of the stage like 3 times now. There's the next one coming out. All right, another D-Light sider. Why not? Fiend just barely misses that one. Okay.
Immaculate corner guard by Fiend with this sword. Kyna can't even dream about getting back to the stage and tossed off the bottom. What, dude? Whoa. This looked all but over in the first half, but now in the second half, it's a whole new game.
5 D-Light stairs to the ground pound. I mean, that sword, sometimes I feel like...
You're one of the best people at counting I've ever met.
Oh, thank you.
How do you count so fast?
I'll tell you how. Every time for the mic check at the beginning of the day, we count to 10, and I bring that into my cast.
Oh my gosh, dude. It's all about the reps. Count to 10 many times throughout the day. You'll get good.
Sometimes we do it soft and loud, whatever, right? And here we are, Kyna in the orange against Fiend. It's like a polar opposite situation from the last game that we just watched with these 2 players. As it just took like that one situation where I feel like when we were like spending 30 seconds thinking about, oh man, if he just drifted to the wall, he would have lived there. I feel like Kyna's thinking the same thing, only it's affecting his play right now because Fiend has just been destroying him with these siders back on the stage. If it was a side second, that was
Wait, why didn't he? Oh man, Kyna was going for a flashy finish there, but can't claim the stock quite yet. Fiend's about to end this game.
Ooh, cider hits, and that's it. Fiend with a 2 stock in game number 3, meaning Fiend's bringing it to match point, even though I don't feel like I'm like, oh, for sure, Fiend's gonna take this. It was just one of those things where momentum was stolen and kind of could never get it back. That ground pound there was so brutal. That was off of the back of a series of sword combos. 512 damage to 362. Looking at the light attack count for Fiend, 74, 49% accuracy, kind of nice at 36%. So.
2-1 brawl. Yeah, I mean, in game 2, we saw kind of had one of the best opening stocks I've ever seen in my entire life. He was like so explosively using that sword, dealing so much damage.
Oh, yeah.
Needs a big lead.
Oh, and that's nice. Missing the sidelight there and turning into a neutral. Okay, kind of. Even when he's winning, there's the double D-line sider that you're looking for, and the weapon toss to force the dodge. He doesn't get the sider on the kind of the dive kick back down, but Fiend has just realized that if he uses sword downlight, he can never miss. Apparently, he's been hitting that so much that dive kick barely saves Kyna, and ever since Kyna threw that weapon away, he was unarmed that entire stock until picking up that hammer. That was nuts.
All right, still a race to see who can claim the first stock here in game 4. Kind of off of the side of the stage now. Fiend was he was just like his shadow for a moment, tracing his way back to the stage.
Oh, that dodge. I was wondering if Kyna was going to go, okay, he literally just dash jumps out there and he lands, getting the stomp into the side air. It's one of those things that looks really simple that I always appreciate when I see it though, because it's not as easy as it seems. Going for the dash jump fast fall and then not buffering a down air, but waiting until you land onto the ground so that you can get the D-light into the side air. Such a great maneuver coming out from Kyna. Fiend evens things up pretty quickly, but Kyna has a slight lead. It's so interesting to me. That weapon starve situation that Kyna's gotten into now with Fiend here, where I'm like, sure, Kyna, you may look like you're not uncomfortable, but really, you do so well when you've got a sword or a hammer in your hand. Let's just keep yourself equipped.
Yeah, definitely wants to keep this hammer, start doing some damage, but Fiend is not letting him touch the ground. He's not having any fun here in this game.
Well, it's because when Kyna does touch the ground, he gets D-light snared, right? Like, the second he gets there, he just picks him up with the feet. And now, oh, recovery hits Nair, punishes him for it. Kyna still trying to get to the ground. Sider just puts him off the side of the stage. Fiend's not going to go for a ground pound with the platform there, and Kyna could take the lead once again, but the Sair misses. Nice. If that didn't bounce off of Fiend, I'm not even sure if Kyna would have been able to pick up that weapon again. Nice.
Russian Mafia, yes, in 2021. You can still do it if you believe. All right. Kyna,
so good.
Slight lead.
And they've been securing the lead so far. Last time we saw this happen, Fiend got a real quick combo, took Kyna off the top. Can he do it again? Okay, that weapon toss is a great start. Unarmed, D-light and recovery. Needs a second one for that to work. D-light recovery on sword almost certainly will work. No D-light. No finish, though.
All right, side air's not enough yet. Fiend knows he has to make this edge guard happen. Kyna, oh, what tricky. I can't believe he went high there. Was comfortable in the sweat. Just to make it up over top. Hold on to the stock.
Oh, that's huge for Kyna. Fiend didn't get the recovery onto him. He was able to travel basically next to him and then punish him at the very end of the move. Side air hits, Kyna goes down. Fiend now in orange. Kyna could bring this to a game 5 so easily. Let's just see what he's able to do here. Fiend doing a great job with the weapon starve, but as we saw before, Kyna's still comfortable aggressing. There's one sider. Oh, and it gets punished. Neutral and a side light. Oh no, side light.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Wait.
Makes it through? Reverses it?
This could be it. Fiend has to go all the way to the side. Oh, the hammer pick up and then grab pound and Kyna just like that destroys Fiend for one mishap off the right side of the stage. What an amazing punish, knowing how few jumps Fiend had left. He had to dodge up. There's nothing else he could do. Russian Mafia into the hammer ground pound on the last stock means that Kyna brings it to a game 5 in the lower semifinals.
Yeah, you can't ask for a much better Final Four than this. It's back-to-back game 5s. Am I predicting game 5s for the rest of the day? Yeah, that's my prediction.
That's your prediction?
All game 5s.
You know, I actually think it's very possible, too. That happens all the time with Fiend and Wes. Now, if Kyna ends up going up against Wes, it might be a little shakier, right? Because Wes had such a great counterpick going up against him in that earlier matchup. I think, yeah, no, I'm thinking of the completely wrong thing. Wes and Kyna have not fought today. I have no idea how that's going to go. It's game 5s the rest of the day, Steven. Your prediction's right.
But we'll see. And we're here in a game 5 right now, and this decides it. Who gets to go on in the tournament, who goes home in 4th place.
Yeah, this is the difference in the podium. And Kyna has only one podium so far this year. Has that second place, that silver medal, has yet to get a gold or a bronze. Really wants to go for the gold here in World Championship, and Fiend is in his way. Hammer picked up onto Apocalypse. Game 5, Hattori versus Bodvar, as Fiend gets hit by the hammer nair, picking up that sword, and Fiend's looking for those D-light side airs that he had so much success with in games 2 and 3. scoop.
Right. Little damage lead for Kyna here. Working with it, has Fiend off on the side of the stage. Looks like, oh, he positioned himself outside, was trying to get that dastardly recovery off. But Fiend makes his way around, keeps his stock alive and healthy. Well, not too healthy, you know. I might have lied about that.
Ooh.
That down there almost KO's off the top.
Fiend.
One more scoop could do it.
Yeah,
he's going for it. He wants to scoop.
Oh, Kyna actually goes for the weapon starve. He hasn't been opting for that too much, but that time he goes over, gets it, and that was a nice adjustment on the D-Light side of it, too. If he jumped, he just wasn't going to hit it. So
right. How do you know?
I mean,
that was so predictive. That was really good.
Yeah, getting the D-Light Sarah to take that stock in under a minute, and now Fiend hasn't gotten anything started in Game 5. I mean, a neutral light here and there, but Fiend's really got to get this stock out of here if he wants to have a chance to get in the top 3 here. This is BCX, and Kyna, with the superior swordplay, it looks like, is just taking this lead further and further.
Yeah, this would be big for Kyna to be able to skunk Fiend from the podium for the first time all year, I think. Like,
well, Fiend's only had 2 top 8s out of his 24, where he has not gotten it out of the podium, right? So that would be pretty huge.
This is a rare feat, but Kyna's trying to pull it off. But Fiend's coming back on this second stock now. Has an opportunity. Oh, down sig whips, a perfect punish from Fiend, claims that first stock.
Yeah, Fiend's been excellent on those signature punishes all throughout the day. Side sig gets him there. Fiend did take a lot of damage, but he's got the weapon advantage right now. Sword picked up, no dodge. Fiend gets the neutral light. Sidelight doesn't follow up. He's been going for a lot of these like diagonal weapon throws when he's airborne, and Kyna just every time Kyna gets hit by it and then just beats the crap out of him.
Hits. Oh, Fiend has just barely enough to make it back to the wall. Oh, good weapon drop there. Claims it really quick. Gets the spear in hand.
That was a good side air off of the platform. I was thinking that the platform would benefit Fiend a lot more, but I feel like Kyna's actually got more opportunities off of it. As I say,
those are actually just hilarious. I don't know if they're effective, but they're hilarious.
It's because they all hit and Kyna doesn't care.
No, dude, what? That's such a cheap stock, dude. Not cheap as in like, you know, tactics, but cheap as in like it didn't cost him very much damage to take it.
Yeah, exactly. Getting that so early on with that spear ground pound, it surprised both of us because I thought he had plenty of jumps. It wasn't until the sweat beats came out that we both realized it was too late, and Kyna now down to his last stock potentially of the entire tournament. Has to play with this to be able to win it all, and Fiend is 1 stock away from getting into top 3 at BCX. Kyna with the hammer. Fiend just keeps disarming himself there. Sword picked up. He's been doing the best so far with the sword against the hammer, and Kyna being pushed off the left side of the stage. This is where it ends here. I feel like the D-Light sliders start happening. He gets one. Can he get another one?
Yeah, Fiend's got the momentum. He keeps it rolling here. He knows he's 1 stock away from carrying on.
Guard. Oh, drifted a little too far away. He didn't want to get hit by the hammer recovery, and the scoop gets him off the top. Okay, 1 stock to 1. It's not last stock red yet, Steven, but it's pretty darn close.
Wait, it's close? The last stock red?
I mean, he's got a hammer. He's got to hit like 3 nairs, right?
Oh, good point. Taza brings up good points. He's good at counting. He knows 3 nairs will get you to red.
Slider hits. Oh, that's it.
That's so it. Oh, man. What a great set.
Takes Game 5. Makes that lifetime count from 2-1 to 3-1 and gets in the top 3, continuing that streak of podiums. But can Fiend get the gold? As you were talking about this year, he has been struggling to get that first place, and now he gets that rematch against Wes, the game that went all the way to game number 4 after taking down Kyna there in 4th. And what a shame, Kyna doing so well in 2021. Really wanted to see him get on the podium here for BCX, but 4th place is nothing to scoff at, and I am absolutely certain that he's going to be a terrifying force going into 2022.
Oh yeah, he moved up the ranks so quickly. This is not the last time we see Kyna. Expect big things from him in the future, but Fiend, I mean, he lives on the podium. He's a permanent